So last night during UFC Atlanta, we had a UFC fighter fake being knocked out so he did not lose his fight. Bellato versus Paul Craig ended in complete controversy because of this clip right here. Bellato literally fakes being knocked out. We're going to go through it frame by frame. So Bellato has Craig on guard. And he goes to posture up, and we'll see what happens here. Boom. Kicks him. Now that was an illegal strike because his knee is on the ground. That is technically a grounded opponent. I don't know why this rule exists, but that's why this rule exists. Now, pay close attention to this dude right here. Looks at the ref. Gets kicked in the face. We're going to run it back. Gets kicked in the face. Instantly looks towards the ref with his hands open. Like what? Like what? Like he knew he got fouled. And then just lays there and acts like he's completely unconscious. I knew that when the UFC was going to collaborate with the WWE, that there was going to be a lot of weird things going on, right? I thought, oh, maybe we'll see John Cena versus Randy Orton in a Muay Thai fight for a co-main event. Who knows? But I did not think that these UFC fighters are going to be practicing taking falls on a fucking prelim card. He literally lays there and acts like he's unconscious. Look at him. He's faking, and then he like he just woke up from a nightmare. The referee literally knew that he was bullshitting because as soon as he goes down, the referee could give less of a fuck. He's literally staring at Paul Craig. He knows that Bellato is faking, and he calls for a timeout, and he doesn't even go to Bellato. And then Bellato realizes this. He's like, oh, wait a minute. My bag might have just been ruined. The referee might have just realized that I made direct eye contact with him while I'm laying down, right? So he's like, you know what? Let's like fake a little mini seizure. That's what he does right there. Ugh. Then the referee goes to him, right? He crawls back up to the cage. Referee goes up to him, and he like pulls guard on the referee. Why are we faking being knocked out? Why are we faking being knocked out against Paul Craig? Paul Craig is on a 3-fight losing streak before this. Well, 2-fight losing streak before this. Now, I had Bellato winning. Because Paul Craig literally lost to Bo Nickel. You know, anybody who loses to Bo Nickel, I am not putting my hard-earned money that I get from working and slaving in the coal mines on you. Because you're just going to go out there and embarrass yourself like you did previously. Okay? But Paul Craig went out there and was squabbling it up. He was squabbling my boy up. It was bad. It was. But what are we going to do about this? I think Bellato needs to be cut. Why are you faking being knocked out on a prelim card? And then Johnny Walker had something to say about this. Johnny Walker, who we all know and love, had something to say about this. He says, first, you complain to the referee after you pretend you are out and then have a convulsion. I'll do a YouTube video with my brother, Valter Walker, on my channel talking about this, so subscribe and tune in. And then Ilovov says, to be honest, this does look like a legit reaction to a KO that you would have. Johnny Walker says 100%. Johnny lives the meme. Johnny lives the meme, he knows. But if other fighters are calling this out, you know that this is real spill. Bellato, you are a pussy. You are scared. You literally quit mid-match against Paul Craig. You literally quit mid-match against somebody who Bo Nickel pieced up for 15 minutes. You know, I was riding high because your last squabble, you literally put a hole in somebody's head and had them carted off on a stretcher. So I was like, oh, Bellato is up next. Bellato is that boy. Bellato is not up next. Bellato is not that boy. Give Bellato... I don't know who we would give Bellato next. Give Bellato a fucking... Send him to Tom... But give Bellato Tom Aspinall. Let's see if he could really act like that. Let's see if you can act that good if Tom Aspinall upkicks you and you could just... like act like that. You know what I'm saying? Fake convulsion. Bellato. That was extremely disgraceful. I think you should be cut from the UFC. Maybe you could just hit Dana and be like, "Yo, I think I'm in the wrong division of the company. Put me with the WWE." That might, and also, Bellato, what is up with this fucking beard? Take the beard off. I know, hey, I get it, but no, no beard. I know you were fighting Paul Craig, who has, like, a great beard, but please, please no. Please no. Now, Paul Craig is an enigma. Paul Craig has some weird wins, some really weird wins. He's beaten Magomed Ankalaev. He beat Jamal Hill. He beat Shogun Rua. 13 of his 17 wins are via submission. Okay? But I had Bellato winning. I did. And now Bellato is 1-0-2 in the UFC. He's never lost, but 2 no contests. 2 no contests in 3 UFC fights. Well, 1 draw, 1 no contest. You have 2 fights in the last category where there should be 0 fights in that last category. Okay, those are meant for fuck ups. Why? What is going on here? What is going on? Did Bellato attend a WWE event? I'm out of here, boys.